Hey everyone, welcome back. So you loved Palmer, huh? Well, you're in for a treat. We're taking a deep dive into this movie, peeling back the layers and seeing what makes it resonate so strongly with audiences.
It really is a fascinating film, isn't it? Redemption, second chances, and that unlikely bond at the heart of it all.
Exactly. And we've got this insightful film review here, which we'll be using as our guide.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be exploring everything from Justin Timberlake's performance to the way the film uses visual storytelling to tackle these big themes.
This is like a plan. I'm excited to dig in.
Me too. Let's start with Timberlake. The review raves about his performance as Palmer, calling it mature and emotionally compelling. They keep using the phrase restrained emotion. What do you think they mean by that, and why is that style of acting so effective for a character like Palmer, an ex-con trying to rebuild his life?
Well, I think it's all about subtlety. Palmer's a man carrying a lot of baggage, right? The weight of his past, the judgments he faces. He's not going to be overly expressive, wearing his heart on his sleeve. Instead, he's internalizing a lot of that.
That makes sense.
And Timberlake captures that perfectly. He conveys so much with just a look, a hesitant pause, the way he holds himself. It's a very nuanced performance, and it draws you in because you're trying to read between the lines, trying to understand what's going on beneath the surface.
You're right. It's like we're getting a glimpse into his internal struggle without him having to spell it out for us. And the setting plays a big role in that too, doesn't it?
Absolutely. The review talks about how the film uses visuals to tell the story, almost like a character in itself. They highlight the quiet cinematography and this contrast between the ruggedness of the rural South and the innocence of a child's perspective.
I loved that juxtaposition too.
Yeah, I mean, picture this. Palmer trying to find his place in this harsh environment where everyone knows his past. And then you have Sam, this young boy who sees the world with fresh eyes, full of wonder and acceptance. That visual contrast really underscores the challenges Palmer faces and the potential for change that Sam represents.
It's like two worlds colliding.
Exactly. And speaking of challenges, the film tackles some pretty complex themes: redemption, societal judgment, second chances, the whole deal. The review talks about the film's structure, specifically referencing the inciting incident, that pivotal event that throws Palmer's life into turmoil and sets the plot in motion.
Right. It's like that moment where everything changes and there's no going back. And from there, the film really delves into these issues of prejudice and preconceived notions, doesn't it?
It does. It doesn't shy away from portraying the harsh realities of small town life, where people are quick to judge and hold on to grudges. But it also shows the possibility of growth and understanding. It's about how individuals can evolve and how those changes can have a ripple effect on a community.
And a big part of Palmer's evolution comes from his relationship with Sam, played by Ryder Allen. The review makes a point of saying that Sam isn't just a plot device. He's a fully developed character who challenges societal norms and forces Palmer, and us as viewers, to confront our own biases.
I completely agree. Sam embodies a lot of the societal challenges that the film is exploring. His nonconformity, his defiance of gender stereotypes, it all pushes Palmer to question his own assumptions and to see the world through a different lens. Have you ever met someone who completely shifted your perspective, even though they were completely different from you?
Oh, definitely. It's those unexpected encounters that often teach us the most.
Right. And the film captures those genuine moments of connection between Palmer and Sam beautifully. It's not overly sentimental or forced. It feels authentic, like you're watching a real relationship unfold.
And the review points out how the film plays with our expectations, subverting them in ways that make the story even more compelling. We think we know where it's going, and then it takes these unexpected turns, creating a much richer emotional experience.
You hit the nail on the head. It keeps you on your toes. It makes you think, feel, and question everything you thought you knew.
Speaking of feeling, I loved how the review gave us some behind-the-scenes insights. Filming in rural Louisiana definitely lends an air of authenticity, and Timberlake's dedication to his character shines through. They even talk about the natural chemistry between Timberlake and Ryder Allen, which makes their bond feel so genuine on screen.
Yeah, it's fascinating to get a glimpse behind the curtain, isn't it? It adds another layer of appreciation for the film. Knowing that Timberlake really immersed himself in the role and that the actors had this real connection makes it all the more impactful.
So to sum it all up, Palmer is more than just a redemption story. It's a visual journey with layered characters and themes that stay with you.
Absolutely. It's a film that invites you to think, to question your own perceptions, and to consider the power of second chances.
And as you watch it, ask yourself, how does this film challenge your views on redemption and societal expectations? What aspects resonate most with you personally?
I think those are some great questions to ponder. It's a film that sparks conversation and encourages you to look beyond the surface.
Exactly. And that's what we love about a good deep dive. It's about peeling back those layers, uncovering those hidden gems, and ultimately enhancing our understanding and appreciation for the art of storytelling. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.